Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Luke. He begins this one. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
There's a lot of people that are really high on this young quarterback, Mike, and for good reason. Got good experience last year, albeit on a bad team. Made 12 starts as a rookie. But now he can come into training camp and come into the season understanding this is my team. I'm the future of this franchise, and if they want to compete within that division, they're going to have to get great quarterback play from Drake May.
And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Second and 12.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
He's got his man, Tayshaun Boutte. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
18 yards on the connection. Good for a Patriots first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 43, here's second down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Boutte. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
23 yards.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On the give, it's Henderson. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
A gain of 2 brings up third and less than a yard.
Seventh play of this opening drive. And here's third down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he will have a Patriots first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. First and goal.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
A loss of 2.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Throwing on second down. May. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Hey, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, starting the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Pats will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
I'm not sure there's a more exciting player to watch, regardless of position, than Lamar Jackson. I mean, we've gotten to see him play in person numerous times throughout his career, Mike, and you just marvel not only at the athleticism, the playmaking, but his development as a true NFL pocket passer is quite remarkable. So he's an MVP caliber player. He's always going to be that. The next step for him, how does he continue to bring that regular season success that has led to 2 MVPs? How does he bring that into the postseason? So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
That's a great job defensively. You could tell they sold out to stop the run here on 3rd down. And even if he hands this ball off, Mike, I don't think that play was going anywhere.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. We'll take this in back at the 16. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. The Patriots offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll go play action with May. This one downfield looking for Henry. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on third down is May. Moving to his right, and May will not risk it. Into the slide, and he's got the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. It's a gain
Anytime
of
a
10.
quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
There he goes again. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Finds room inside the 40. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, New England.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Patriots.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Toss, Henderson heading right. And this time they are ready for him. Throw for a loss. And it's second down.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
3. Here's a second and 3 forthcoming. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Again, it's Henderson. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
On third and 2, it's May. Forced out wide, and he's in. Great May. Touchdown, New England. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Patriots will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
32-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
A gain of 9 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go again here with Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. With a shotgun, here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
So after 1, the Patriots out on top. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Here's a 2nd and 12 as we are ready to get back underway. Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Ravens 7.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Douglas in motion. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A very short gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play real before it got started.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
10 more yards.
Back-to-back gains of 10 yards, and back-to-back first downs.
It's a gain of
When you
10.
go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
To throw on first down is May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. It's second down. They run straight ahead with Henderson. Finding space inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Patriots first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. To the left side, he's got Henry. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And the Patriots are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
First down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. You can sense a little frustration there. It brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
He'll try to set up the screen here. And he will get into the end zone. Le'Veon Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats will take a 21-7 lead.
Ravens 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and certainly any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Back to throw, Jackson. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest kick.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 22 now, here's second and 5. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That pass play good for 22. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Once more, it's Henderson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Out of the gun, here's May. This is intercepted. Picked off by Cheetah Uzia. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
On play action, here's Jackson. High throw, but it's reeled in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
22-yard line.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That is caught, and he's in. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Luke now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Ravens 14.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Here's May to throw it on first down. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw now, May. The pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Man in motion, heading left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Patriots first down. A gain of 13 yards. And a Patriot first down.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
On first down, they go back to Henderson. They'll take this down to the 47. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll run. It's Henderson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's May. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get this out to the left flat. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd down, Jackson. Now he takes off, and they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. And LeBron Jason. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. That's caught. Derrick Henry. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. It's going to be their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Third and 5. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up first down.
That one caught by Wester. To the goal line and in. Rajante Wester. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will even the score. It's now 21 all. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now it's second and 1. Throwing now is May. That one taken in by Douglas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
First down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll come up here first and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Made out on first and 10. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Second and a yard. May going to look to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Baltimore.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
This is Henry.
Henry, the ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. Lamar going to hang on to it, and he'll get beyond the marker before giving himself up. That's a first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Back at the 7.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
So the last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens go up by 7, 28-21. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the pass to his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
His pass complete to Demario Douglas. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Pass caught right side by Henry.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 4. Handoff, and it's Henderson. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
A 7-yard gain.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's May. That one incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
2nd and 10. A run, and this is Henderson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Slot man in motion right. They'll go. Here's May. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Play is a turnover on downs.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Roberts Spillane on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Slot. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot, As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 23, here's second down and 9. Here's Jackson. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead.
Ravens 35, Patriots 21.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On 2nd down, it's May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and a long way to go. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And that'll set up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're going to try to keep it going. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll send Flowers in motion. On first and 10, Jackson. He takes off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Jackson now on second down. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 20, here's second down and 7. We'll go again here with Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Jackson from the gun on third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You had all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens tack on one more to their lead.
42. Patriots 21.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Stevenson will get the call to start the 4th quarter. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Stevenson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, New England.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings on a fresh set of downs.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. And we'll get a whistle. Stoppage. An injured Patriot. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Third down and 3. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up 3rd down.
At the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's May. And he will score! Hot Douglas. Touchdown, New England. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good. And the Patriots are able to cut into the deficit.
42. Patriots 28.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. He'll step up and run this. And he'll give himself up here. It's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
At the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down.
For a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On the ground, here's Henry. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
2nd and inches. Gonna go right back to Henry. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson going to keep it himself. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. He will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike. And to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball. And by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Patriots 28.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. May going to hold on to this one. Not a whole lot happening there. Just a short pickup.
Chidobe Awuzie on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the give, this is Stevenson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. May to throw again. That's complete to Diggs. And And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Throw again is made. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, New England.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
Maynard on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official, who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
May to throw on 2nd down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him. So either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
The extra point is up and through. And the Pats are able to edge a bit closer.
35.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. A throw. Left side. Caught by Andrews. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
A 6-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Henry.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. To throw is Jackson.
The 3rd down pass. A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Ravens bring their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw now, May.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
It is 2nd down and 5. To throw is May. Inside the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Ramondre Stevenson was the intended target that time. And 3rd down coming up. May to the air once more. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to pick up a Patriots 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
A gain of 14. And a Patriot 1st down.
Stevenson. He's to the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Stevenson going to try and run. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Second down, they need 7. The tight end motioning left here. On play action, here's Jackson. Open right side is likely. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.